Hello, it's me, and today I will be showing some more of my custom Godzilla, Kaiju, Pacific Rim stuff. So, before it starts, thank you all so much for 2,000 subscribers. That is incredible. And yeah, on with the video. So I guess I could start with the skull crawler. So this is my custom repainted skull crawler, which I am still going to do that stuff to it, like make it all more articulated, but I'm not going to do that very soon. I still need to do some other stuff. But in the back, it's got his more bloody and gory battle damage, and it's much more gory than the other one, because that was just pure red, like a dull red. But I'm quite pleased with this repaint. It's definitely one of my personal favourites that I've done. All the articulation is exactly the same. Occasionally they do sort of stick because of the plastic, like their paint, but it's fine. But if you haven't already and you want to customise your skull crawler, I've got another video explaining how to do it. And to go along with the skull crawler, I'll do my King Kong extra head, which you would have seen in my King Kong review, just very slightly. So here he is with all. I still need to repaint him, but that's the start of my closed head Kong. I am going to be getting the SH Monster Arts Kong 2021 when it eventually comes out. I think you can already pre-order it, but I haven't ordered it just yet. I'm still trying to find a good site. But there's my closed head, and it just pops on simply and just goes pop, and then I've got his closed head. And next, I guess, oh yeah, I've got my, if you remember, I did a review on the Easy Fun set of 10 Godzillas. These are 3 of them that I did a bit more customizing on. So I'll start with Space Godzilla. So this is, you've seen this custom repaint. And he's got his tail, which I've given segments. That's all I've really done for this guy. And for 2000 Millennium Godzilla, I've given him some more articulation in his arms, just got a bit of wire there so they can bend up and down a bit more. His mouth can sort of open and close. More articulation in his knees. And that's really it for this guy. This one I am the most pleased with, my Burning Godzilla, my mini Burning Godzilla. I've completely repainted these and all the dorsal plates and stuff. Jaw, yeah, still working on that a bit. Still a bit wonky, doesn't close properly. But he's got good articulation in his tail. Can move a lot more, because the other one couldn't move at all. More movement in his knees, and more movement in his arms. I am going to do a stop motion with them, probably. Another one which I've made to go along with Kong, this, I still need to paint it, is my custom, I can't remember what it originally was. This is sort of like a mutant T-Rex that I've made that Kong will fight in a stop motion one day. But I'm going to paint him. I'm still sort of trying to find out the colour scheme that I'm going to do for it. But he scales up quite nicely with Kong. He is meant to be like a big mutant one, which I'm quite excited about doing this stop motion after I've painted it. But I've given articulation to the arms, the mouth, and the head. That's all I've really done. Next, I'll go into some of my Pacific Rim customs, which is my Gypsy Avenger. I did a repaint on his plasma cannon. I just did a very dark blue and painted over the parts where it should have been like that, because originally the entire thing of this was just that clear blue, which is not accurate to the film, and now it's much more realistic to the film. I added the gold bits just because I quite liked the look of that, but I added some darker blues in some other little places here and there, which I think looks quite nice. The other Pacific Rim custom which I've done is for Gypsy Danger, which is all I've really done for him. Is I've made some custom accessories for him. You can probably guess what these are. These are his rocket elbow from when he punches Leatherback. So what I did is I just got a little stick sort of alley wire thingy, I can't remember exactly. I put it in there and covered it in super glue so it moulded around the shape. And then you've got his rocket fist when it's charging up. And with these, I just got the hot glue gun, squirted it on there and let it drip down and dry. So that's quite cool. And then I've made the second stage of it, which is sort of like when it becomes really powerful. Like this one isn't as easy to get on and off, but it still works and looks quite cool, which I'm quite pleased with. I do sort of want to make one for his chest. Can't remember what that's called, like his reactor beam or whatever that's called. I think that's right. And then next, going on to some Godzilla customs. My custom 1989. Now this was made not to look like 89, but to look like 91. So if you can tell the difference, I completely cut off his cheeks and did a bit of reshaping on his head, and then burnt the marks in. And for the teeth, the way I made the front ones bigger is I got super glue and just got a tiny bit of wire or a pin and just put it on the teeth and built it up gradually until it made his nice big fangs. Still not perfect, still need to do a little bit of reshaping, but I'm quite pleased with it. And then next, I've got a little accessory for my 2001 GMK Godzilla, my NECA. So you probably saw in my first custom video, I showed the beam that I made for him. I wasn't very happy with it. So what I did is I customized it to look much more impressive. Unfortunately, it isn't like some of the other NECA ones where it can spin around. This is just for like an accessory for on a shelf, and I'm quite pleased with it. I'm going to be selling this guy because I'm going to be getting the Monster Arts GMK 2001 Heatwave version. Very well, on like the 1st of next month, 1st of March. It said it will be arriving. But this is my little beam for GMK. And then I've got another very small accessory, which will be in a stop motion tomorrow for Kiryu or Kaiju. I still don't really know what to call him. Which is a little smoke trail for a little rocket. I am probably going to make that look a bit better. But this, really, it doesn't do much. It's just sort of like an accessory for like his big blaster cannon things on his shoulders, shoulder cannons, which all I did, just got some alley wire, put some super glue on the end, molded it so this can come off and on with super glue. I did a thin layer of super glue all the way down and just used a bit of cotton wool and just covered the entire thing in that, and then took it off, twizzled it around and stuck it to it with super glue again. And I think it turned out quite well, in my opinion. Still does fall off sometimes, but this will be in stop motion coming out tomorrow. Haven't done anything else for this guy. I might make like a absolute zero beam. Another not that incredibly impressive one is for my giant 2014 Godzilla. His I have to pick up the camera for this. His dorsal plate. So these are sharper now. They leave marks. I just cut them with a scalpel. I need to sand them down so they don't look as weird. That's all I've really done for him. I'm probably going to fix his teeth as well, because NECA can never get the teeth right on the legendary Godzillas. But that's all I really did for this guy. They do leave marks. And then, honestly, in my opinion, my favourite custom that I've done is my custom bootleg Godzilla 2019. Or 2021, I don't really know. But this, look at my old customs video. I did a thing on this guy where I customized him a bit. I just put a grey wash. Looks a bit rubbish. But now, what I did is I sprayed him a colour with the airbrush. Then for the dorsal plates, sprayed them white. Then sprayed blue on, so they become light blue. And then dabbed a bit of darker blue around the edges to make it look more like the poster. And also, I sort of wanted this to be like a supercharged Godzilla, so I didn't have these come into like the normal bit like that far, because if you think about it, the heat from it, the reason they're darker is because they're slightly cooler. If it goes out a bit more, it's sort of more hot and fiery. What I did for this guy, I am actually quite pleased with this. Don't really know what to say. Also, I completely fixed the teeth. This is his good side. Other side, not so good. Looks like he's been punched in the face. Also, I put a bit of white there because if you use a laser pointer, like a blue one, it shines really bright when you shine it onto white paper. Also, something quite funny is this guy, the colours on this, if you've seen, Monster Arts are going to release Godzilla vs. Kong figures. They've only announced Kong and Godzilla. The colouring for these that I did looks almost exactly the same. The only difference is the teeth are like a shiny blue. I am going to be guessing the King Kong, not the 2021 Godzilla, because I've already got this guy and he's just as good. But yes, another one which I hope they make, which they definitely will, is if you don't want any spoilers, click off now. They will definitely be making, they haven't announced it yet, but it is definitely happening, a Mechagodzilla 2021, which I'm quite excited about, because in the trailer, you see a very slight glimpse of him at the beginning, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!